Ebusia fe nkopi mo NDC party ni mu de na ye nyina nim sesisi ano NDC for so ebuso mo ya hoboa na che so mo so AU omo candidate che so be gina ye 2028 ha bet no so aba no abe president e wo omaga ne mu na no ene ekopi mo ye aya oso de a ene ye nyina nim so mo koto omo to aba ye enram na NDC mpenifo committee for HSO momo hwehwem sane nneoma esi koye sane nneoma koye ne ade no ene okopi mo ye aya woso de anya asamketo a ene efi ho eba ebusiafo de biadam ka hye musa ha Kintu TV nsampa bi ofeso to asumbia no eno ansa versus ka we to Kintu TV no a share to other platform no ama comment here or comment section asema or if you so be notification be no so ama nsemi e de blog Kintu TV no ye bi tie no hu ne yakoso e wo ma ga ne mo men se wadaje no yanjo bani nkopi mo ye aya wo so nsama efi ho mo ba yiri ana ye ho bi anso ye baba bi to ho nkomo.
General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Fiavi-Kwete. The party described acts of bribery as a direct violation of the party's values and principles. The party has announced the immediate launch of a full-scale investigations and pledged action against any candidate found guilty. Now we'll stay on the story and cross over to Zoom, where Mustafa Gbande, who's the Deputy General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, is yet to speak to us. Mustafa, thank you. Good evening to you. First of all, before we talk about the allegations of vote buying, let me pick your general impressions about today's elections. Conduct of pleas, since we recorded a zero violence.
Well, thank you very much, and good evening to our cherished listeners. I think that basically, prior to this contest, we expected nothing less of, good behavior, and we didn't expect any altercations. Today, let me thank the police on behalf of the party and the General Secretary in the meantime for their level of professionalism. There was no incident. And also let me thank the supporters of our party who are the branch executives who went to cast their vote today. And as much as they were all supporting their various candidates, they behaved in a manner that demonstrated comradeship. And we are happy that after months of these primaries, we will be able to draw everybody to the table so that we can progress into the main election itself. And so we are very impressed, particularly with the way the police handled the election.
Right. Speaking about the election, now we know the outcome. Baba Jamal winning with just about 32 votes. We know that he is going into that by-election come March. But looking at how close the contest was, how are you going to rally all the contenders from the other side, the widow, to support Baba Jamal going into that election?
Well, for me, I think that Honorable Baba Jamal is an astute politician, very experienced, and a former member of parliament, currently serving as an ambassador to Nigeria. If you look at our sister who also participated in the contest upon the demise of his husband, she's been touted as a very influential figure in the party, supported her husband at all fronts. If you look at the constituency chairman who also participated, he's been holding the constituency for some time. And the other candidates, before the contest, they knew that one person would win. And so because the contest has not been too acrimonious, we will not have difficulty in bringing all of them together. And NEMA is characterized by unison after elections. By tomorrow, the party will now take measures to bring everyone to the table. The most important thing is that we must win that seat. We must get every single vote to consolidate the good governance, to consolidate the numbers we have in parliament, and to also make sure that even after the demise of our senior brother, who left us painfully, the constituency continued to benefit on the ticket of the NDC, championing development and growth in that constituency.
Right. So, Mustafa, now let's talk about the allegations of vote buying. We saw there some 32-inch television sets being distributed to some delegates, allegedly from the camp of Baba Jamal. Now your party says that we are going to investigate this particular vote buying incident. But on the grounds today, we spoke to the chairman of the Greater Accra NDC, Nia Shimo, who said that, look, it is difficult to, control, NDC delegates when, they're giving out, monies and all of that. How sure are you that this investigation that is going to come off would see some perpetrators brought to book?
First of all, let me state that a position to which the General Secretary issued a letter is a firm condemnation of any act of a sort, be it merely bribery or purported to induce a voter. Whichever way you see it, as long as most of these complaints came from the public, largely social media, because by you in the morning, we thought that this exercise was going to be peaceful, and so we have set out a system, and the General Secretary was in some other engagements. Most of us were also in some other places when we had complaints of alleged acts of vote buying and inducement. People were carrying TV sets as if they were coming from Black Friday. The party have decided that those pieces of information which were forwarded to us were worth of being investigated. And so a committee have been set to look into it thoroughly to ensure that the evidences provided were examined, video footages, pictures, and everything that came out of the election would be considered to enable us to make a conclusive stand as to who were engaged in activities of this sort. Let me also state that even the fact that we have decided to issue a statement is to give the public an assurance that the reset agenda is not only limited to government, but also it transitions our party into a better party where our rules, values must be upheld by each and everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. Once your conduct is found to undermine the collective stability of the party,
right,
the credibility of the party and our values, you will be dealt with according to the laws of the party. It doesn't matter who is involved. The NDC is a beacon of our democracy, and we are seen championing that democracy, and we have to be seen upholding the standard, and that is what the statement means.
Thank you very much, Mustafa Agmande, for joining us this evening.
Munyai atwetwe no na muhu se obi a wanto ma ba omia bia anye wure enemy obi a wanto ma ba omia bia no enye nia oye target e adwenche ro ko kire ye enti candidate Japan the fan base eye nuamu Brèaking fan base eye nuanom and obi bia oto eti agba omia na ye nuanom omo ka MPP ho omo sombo. We need them on board. So it is time we stop even discussing what happened and who caused some. No, it's not necessary. Let those who wish the party downfall, and that is the work of NDC. Ayomoya say Baumia win incident. Omo commentary. And I saw for the beer. Baumia win no some die. Now I say we should not glorify them. Let more time, more energy. You see, more can no more can the person can. NDC best attack can kwasi asem. Aye kwasi analysis. Aka nyama na ba me ade e be winning na ba ma de coach up ba me ade one touch na ma ade e be lose na asofo ni bi ma commission anye juma no will start talking about and about me ade yeah man all those things no mamunka MPP should be focused on rebuilding the party on bringing everybody on board. And I'm expecting, say, by this time, no, Baumia Bejina Humika na wako thank you tono. Thank you tono on that on that obibias el kankanka on target omo man to amano. And let's bring them together. Mama we should have a reconstructory agenda. We are bringing everybody on board. Those who are in pain, definitely I can say the Ebana Uduzua, they are recovering easy. And we give Japan and all those who have lost time to recover. And yet easy to lose an election and then all of a sudden come round to pretend everything is okay. But that is how life is. Time will heal. Thank God we have 3 years. But 3 years also enter back. So I don't expect say you be wasting time now analyze it. Now then no. It's not necessary. What is necessary now is say what should MPP and Dr. Bamia do to make 2028 no about to betono MPP better recapture power. That is very important because NDC they are desperate and our tasty power just recently and they would like to have their second term, and so the agenda will be strong. They have the money on their side. They almost with the influence, almost with a little bit goodwill, they know how to media no. They are able to weaken the judiciary on their side. Parliament is civil society. They are strong. So the NPP should not, by this time, no, waste time on analyzing what happened. I am expecting, say, by this time, Dr. Baumia campaign team, Dr. Baumia campaign team should open up and bring everybody on as Dr. Baumia campaign. Okay, and I'm sending a note of caution to Dr. Baumia. So that mistakes are here 2024. Now you share that esa line the bibu, and I for me campaign team now I say be more than omo no mo ye campaign man.